Hello everybody and welcome as always to QuestJunkiesUK for this exciting murder mystery special of the Rhódania Chronicles. Say hi guys.
Hi guys.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
It's so good to see you. We are so thrilled to be back here on another Monday to bring you some wonderful storytelling with these rather chaotic, wonderful people here. So let me get my brief introductions out of the way. I will try and keep them brief. Let's start off with the weekly game of Do the Chat Commands Work? Yes, they do! Woohoo! So, please go ahead and check out that link in the chat, where you can do two things. You can, number one, support our wonderful friends over at QuestJunkiesUK to help bring more wonderful stories to you, and also get yourself a free trial to Sirenscape, the musical platform of wonders that helps you enhance your tabletop role-playing games with lots of music and ambiances and all the things and bells and whistles and trombones and things. Or, if they don't have something that you like and you have it, you can upload it and use it like that. Like, if you need really bad bagpipes for a certain reason, like we do, you can do that thing. So yes, please use that link. Talking of uploading music, we like to support independent musicians on this channel, like all independent creators, especially at the moment. Independent creators and their creations are the lifeblood of this community, and we need to support all of them. So, we do our bit. I hope you guys will do your bit as well. But just a few people to shout out for contributing music to this wonderful platform. Travis Savoy, Michael Gelfie, Hunter Rogerson, Tabletop Audio, The Seventh Midnight, Scott Lee, and Cullen Vance, who may or may not be working with us on something, but I've said too much. Maybe we'll just have to... Let's have to see what happens with that. Cullen Vance, you might not have heard of his name, but you've definitely heard his music. Especially if you're on TikTok and you've heard the viral, there will come a soldier who carries a mighty sword. Like, yeah. Him. Which is awesome. So, yeah. Shh, spoilers. More on that later. So... moving swiftly on from there, we would also like to thank the wonderful, magnificent Aviv Orr for designing these wonderful character illustrations, as you see. Look at this, I just want to look at the hair. Like, I got my hair cut, so it doesn't look the same now. I kind of missed the floof. But the floof is forever immortalised in my wonderful art, as you can see here. And the other ones are alright as well, I suppose. Now, they are beautiful, almost as beautiful as our players. So yes, please go and give Aviv some love over on the tweets. And, you know, if you need some art commissioning, that's my recommendation. We also have a community Discord where you can be amongst the first to hear about all our latest announcements and news, see the shitty memes that we post at each other all the time. You can even potentially jump into a session with us, join the table, guest spot on the Rhódania Chronicles maybe? Jump into a one-shot maybe? Who knows? The possibilities are endless, and the only way to find out is to join us, our lovely little community, on Discord. We also have a merch store. I am not wearing our merch today. It's the Critical Role Foundation, though, which is a wonderful cause, so, you know, I'm happily support that. But we do have some excellent designs, some new stuff on the way. We've recently launched a couple of new designs for the Demetherin 5, which is our mini-campaign that ends this weekend. Oh my god! But more on that later, because that is definitely a talking point. But yes, if you are a subscriber to our Twitch channel and you connect your Twitch account to the merch store page, you get discounts on everything in the store. So, you know, that's great. And talking of great, Roll Together RPG just jumping in with a raid of 50 people. My dear friends, welcome. We are just getting through our introductions. You couldn't have timed it better. Thank you for following, Corey H2. Glad to have you. Let me see if I remember how to do this. Shout out, roll together. I don't know why this is suddenly a musical.
Why not?
PG. That's not how you spell. There we go. Yes, please go support our wonderful stream team friends. We are very, very pleased to be amongst such wonderful company. Just in time for the musical. Don't threaten me with a good time. I am absolutely down for doing a musical one-shot. Maybe we could do it as a Rhódania thing. Maybe we do a Rhódania musical. Like, I'm down.
I need to get voice lessons first before I can actually do that. But hey,
Give a shit.
I'm down.
I have song mode on my stream, so I'm all down for that.
Okay. Amazing. Oh, Pixie, thank you for the hugs. We also give hugs as well. Oh, we have... Is this a bot? Let us do something about this bot. There we go. I touched the bot. Thank you. Thank you once again, friends, for your wonderful raid. We hope you stick around. We have a bit of a murder mystery on our hands tonight. A certain Furbolg who is absolutely not Daniel Craig from Knives Out. No. I mean, certainly not in regards to copyright infringement. But anyway, yes, please do stick around. We have some fun things to get through. Last but not least, if you cannot stick around, thank you for the follow. We have a YouTube channel where all our VODs/VODs/ however you want to pronounce it, they're all up on there. So if you want to catch up or things like that, it's all there for you to check out. Oh, all these wonderful follows. Thank you, friends. You're so welcome to be here. Right, so I think that's all that. Let's go around the table and meet our wonderful cast. So, as always, please tell us who you are playing, and give us a random interesting fact about your character, starting with Myrit.
For once, I have a fact. Yay. But hello, I am aka Myrit the Pirate. I play a Rhódania, our Suckle Stars Feelies Druid / Chaos Kitty. And the random fact about her is that before deciding to make the Wyld Brew, she did toy a little bit with making her own like tea bag brews, which would have been Wyld Brew as well, but, you know, maybe a little less chaotic.
Interesting. Now I really want a cup of tea. Why? Why would you do that to me? I'm streaming now. I can't go put the kettle on. Thank you so much. Moving swiftly on. Pat.
Hello, I am Patrick, aka Patton. Sometimes I draw art, but Monday nights I play Colin McGinn as a Runite fighter. And this week, Connell's random fact is I've explained in the past that he's learned a bit of cooking from his sweet mother back in place I totally remember the name of, but can't at this moment in time. As an arc, thank you, Random Pass. From time to time, he's loved to learn how to cook, and his favorite thing to season his food with is rock salt.
Rock salt. Ah, so poetic and yet so predictable. Thank you so much, my dear friend. Moving swiftly on, Bridget.
Everyone, I play your girl, edgy goth and mommy thing of nouns, wears more hats than a haberdasher. And her random fact is she's got a pretty big birthday coming up because she's 199 years old.
Yes, we've just been discussing this fact. Maybe a potential birthday episode in the future. Only one way to find out, which is to tune in and keep on tuning in. Thank you. And last but never ever least, Wyatt. Sup?
I'm not looking forward to this one. I really... I don't like the Furbolg. Anyway, moving on. Hi, I'm Wyatt. I am pretty much anywhere on social media. I'm the Moonkeep. I play our wonderful Reese. He is our bard and cleric multiclass. Woo! Fun fact about Reese. He doesn't like hunting. Cool. Moving on.
Very, very astute. Hunting, yeah. I will make a note of this. So, thank you very much, my dear friends. I am Patch, your ever humble dungeon master. I play everyone else, and a random interesting fact about... I don't know, give me an NPC you want an interesting random fact about.
Cheesy feet.
Cheesy feet, he's dead.
Just kidding.
No, let me think.
Rest in provolone.
In his younger days, he dreamed of being a physician. But unfortunately, he didn't
Feet
really
physician?
have... He, no, actually. But he didn't quite have the mental fortitude for such an academic career. He doesn't quite remember how he got into the life of piracy, but he had a pretty happy life up until last session.
Oh no, tragic backstory.
He discovered LimeWire and it all went downhill from there.
LimeWire. Oof.
Oh god, good old days.
It's giving me flashbacks. Okay, so thank you, friends. With that being said, let's do a quick recap. Let's find out where we're at in the Rhódania Chronicles. So, our group of adventurers, known as the Wyld Ones, set sail aboard the sky carver vessel, the Discourteous Rose, heading southward towards the city of Berthy, the main trading city in the whole continent. A place none of them have ever been before, but the captain offered them a free ride somewhere. It's kind of on the way to where they want to go. And yeah, couple of days journey. Surely it's not going to be that eventful. And it was eventful, as Connell seemed to have a note from a potential secret admirer suggesting some sort of meeting. And the group got really excited about it, so they made this plan. They were going to set up like a date on the deck of the ship, and there was going to be music and candles and all this lovely stuff. But the person didn't turn up. And upon further investigation in the room that was mentioned within the notes, there had been a body found. The room a site of a grisly murder. A room where only a couple of hours previous, Reese had snuck into the room, and there was someone in the bed fast asleep, and he managed to successfully sneak out, although he did slam the door very loudly on purpose on his way out. After the date ended up being slightly different, a very unexpected twist, shall we say? As Rhódania and Reese started to notice a certain kinship, shall we say, between Connell and Frike. So they just left them to it on the deck of the ship, just to see what happens, have their own time. They had a bit of sparring, though not the kind of sparring I think they had in mind. But it was a nice moment, and yes, #Fronel was born. Unfortunately, they were interrupted, as was the rest of the group, by a very smartly dressed furbolg, some sort of detective, who informed them of a murder most foul. And they were brought down to the Rose's Thorn, the Skycarver's speakeasy-style jazz lounge in the lower decks, where they were to be kept for questioning by Rhódania's most famous furbolg detective, Benoit Blanc. Now, I will point out for legal purposes, it's not Benoit Blanc, B-L-A-N-C, because that's Daniel Craig from Knives Out. I have to state for copyright purposes, this is Benoit Blanc, B-L-A-N. No C. The C is silent, so it's fine.
No G at the end, no. Blong.
Blong. Well, maybe that might be better. Benoit Blanc. You've got to really, really enunciate the G. It's Benoit Blanc. And that is where we rejoin our friends, as they have been brought to the Rose's Thorn, the jazz lounge. A large table has been set up with chairs all around it. No one has taken a seat, as they all seemingly refuse to. But Benoit has sat down, put his feet up on the table. There are some guards at the door. The captain stands by the door as well. So then, I suppose we have some conversations to be had. I trust that these are all of the Wyld Ones. We don't have any stowaways hidden about elsewhere, do we?
No, Paul.
Okay. Apparently, player inspiration has been awarded to Reese for that pun, so congratulations. You are now inspired.
I'm gonna need it. I need it bad.
So, I must ask, first of all, Reese, was it? Now, I'm sure that is not your real name, but I care little for the specifics here. You can address yourself however you wish. You were in the room before the murder, were you not?
Mr. Blung, was it?
Yes, Benoit Blanc.
Delightful. Not gonna lie, yes I was.
Very well. And you say you saw someone in the bed, and they were definitely alive. You would class them as being within the mortal plane.
Well, they certainly weren't ethereal, but yes, they were asleep, snoring, quite loud.
Snoring, you say? Well, that does sound very much like something that someone who was definitely alive and not dead would do.
I hope so. Otherwise, we have a necromancer on board, and that's its own thing.
Now, why would you
someone who
suggest
could throw
something
their
like this? Would you like to weigh into this conversation, young kitty cat?
No, I'll wait my turn.
Very well.
I was just saying that maybe someone was throwing their voice.
Is that a particular skill that you are aware of? This is the first time for me hearing such a thing.
Well, me, I could barely whistle.
He's going to make an insight check on that. If you want, if you're being deceptive, you can roll a deception if you wish.
Very honest.
Okay.
Myra can whistle, but I don't think she can.
Okay. He rolls a 14, so it's that. Yes, I suppose that would be difficult for you.
It's the fur, isn't it? I can't whistle either.
I'm also kind of lacking, like, big enough lips. I think that's usually how it goes, isn't it?
Or maybe I think you're supposed to round your tongue over your. Well, we're getting away from the point. This is dumb. This is just dumb. Let's bring it back. Bring it back. So,
It's your fault.
Okay.
Reese, if you would be so kind, please just walk us through what happened when you entered the room. Give us as much detail as possible. This is to prove your innocence, after all.
Shouldn't have to prove anything, but okay. I knocked on the door after getting which room number from Connell, because he had gotten a note, a message. And I'm not gonna tell why I was there, but knocky knock. Nobody answered. So I, not very sneakily, just opened the door. It was unlocked. Walked inside, it was dark. I saw a body on the bed, and then I heard snoring. But not before I was a little freaked out, and then lit a candle. And then as soon as I heard them snoring, I'm like, oh. Well, they must have just missed the date. So I ran out the door and slammed it to be as loud as possible, see if they would get up. And then that's when I rejoined the rest of the crew with a few glasses and some whiskey, I think it was.
Interesting. Connell, with your passive perception, while the group is sort of concentrating on this conversation here, you see in the corner of your eye that Fellerman walks in, just pops his head into the door, and whispers something to the captain, and then walks out. Well, this sounds like a clear-cut story to me. Was there anything out of the ordinary in the room?
No. I was a little distracted, mind you, by thinking that there was a dead body on the bed. Now, obviously there is, but not when I was there.
Let me ask you a slightly different question. How do you suppose Chester Fetus got in that room? As that was not his bedroom after all, was it not?
I suppose not. I don't know. I didn't associate myself with the guy, so I didn't keep track of where he was.
Interesting. And you see that he gets distracted for a moment as he looks over towards the captain, who beckons him over. Pardon me one moment. He gets up and strolls over with a interesting swagger. Speaks quietly to the captain for a moment. And then turns around. Heads back over. Doesn't sit down. Well, when I came aboard this vessel, I was hoping that it would take me to a new mystery, something that was clever and intricate, not dumb and boring. There has been a development. I'm curious to see if you would like to know what that development is.
Well, my first question is, sir, whose room is that if it's not Chester Fetus's?
A very astute question, my furry compatriot. That room belongs to a young man by the name of Bramley. He is a half-orc, one of the deckhands on this vessel. And he has just been found dead on this ship.
Well, what, during the time that we've been here? Because it's clearly not us then, if you've been talking to us.
That would appear to be accurate, yes.
Out of character, what race was Bramley?
Half-orc.
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 Put that in your pipe and smoke it, pal.
Oh, I do not smoke pipes. I only smoke cigars. The finest that the city of Berthy has to store.
Well, put that in your knobby cigars and smoke it then, or blow it out, whatever you do with cigars. Very much tempting to do that, but you can't really do it.
Are you attempting to intimidate? Because you can roll intimidation if you want.
More like mocking him than intimidating, to be perfectly honest.
Vicious mockery.
I mean,
I wish.
that,
I mean, yeah, if you want me to.
it's up to you.
Well, I mean, I rolled a 10.
I also rolled
So
a 10.
Let's just say she's mocking him.
Interesting.
Can I, like, while
Or he's
he's
more
distracted,
confused.
I want to cast a spell while he's distracted if I could.
What spell would you like to cast?
It's not going to probably yield anything, but I'd like to cast Detect Magic
Okay.
while obviously looking at the Furbolg to see, like, what this guy has on him and, like, who he is and, like, is he inherently magical?
Okay. You see that he sort of raises an eyebrow as you do, as he notices, and he just smiles. And as you concentrate, you don't pick up the faintest magical essence on him. At all. Not even anything that he's wearing, or just no magic.
Connell is gonna, well, for start, the entire time, like, having Reese has been talking, like, Connell's had his arms folded, kind of just like, this is so fucking stupid. And, like, after seeing Fellerman talk to the captain, he's just kind of like, his eye hasn't left the captain.
She's just standing there looking concerned. Around about this time, Fellerman pops his head in again, and she sort of darts over, and you can see, like, you can't hear what they're saying, but she's having, like, a heated conversation with Fellerman, and he storms out.
Can I look at Fellerman while
Sure.
I have magic detection eyes going?
I'll say that you don't pick up anything specific other than the very faint traces of the Crown of Madness you cast on him earlier.
Good boy. Okay.
Well, we appear to have ourselves in a bit of a pickle now, don't we? I suppose, credit where credit is due, I apologize for...
May we have some compensation?
Don't push
I feel
it.
like you've emotionally distressed us, and you've accused us of murder. Murder?
Forgive me, you... From my astute observation, you seem to be quite the opposite, actually. You show no signs of any emotional distress.
I'm very good at hiding my feelings.
There's a slight shake in your hand. Has it been a little while since you've had an alcoholic beverage, maybe?
You. Just kind of like, my nails just kind of like get really sharp and just kind of hiss at him a little bit.
Don't you have gloves on?
Yeah, they go through the gloves.
Well, okay. I see we are in a difficult spot. I will level with you. We have...
Level up?
No.
Okay.
You keep asking, and you'll level down.
That was the first time I asked.
In a while. Let me just explain. And he sort of like comes a bit closer to you all and looks a bit bashful. Look, if I'm honest, this is my first case and I kind of want to nail it. So if y'all just go with me on this, I'm trying to build up a portfolio, and this could be my first opportunity. Like, they all think I'm like this big, crazy, awesome investigator, which I hope to be at some point. But this is the first real big case I got. So I need your help. Can you all help me?
If you want our
Rhódania
help,
says this. I was like, Rhódania says this without even caring what anyone else in the room says. Not even focusing on her volume. She's like, I knew he was a fucking rookie.
listen, if you want our help, you have to take a swig of that drink. And I'll point at Rhódania.
You see, like, he's like, yeah, sure, whatever. Oh, yes, I'm dreadfully parched. Yes, I'll be delighted to sample some of this fine liqueur that you have procured.
What I'm saying is, you better keep your pants on when you drink this.
I have 3 belts attached to my pants. I assure you they will stay firmly on my posterior.
Okay.
Why do you need 3?
It's a long and complicated story.
His pants are too big and he's not getting any, so.
Hands over the wild brew.
Okay, and he, without even thinking, takes a sip. Let me get a D100.
Egypt.
Let's have a look.
Good idea, Reese.
I just don't like the guy. I just don't like the guy.
Either way, you said I had a drinking problem. I don't have a drinking problem, do I?
I don't know what's in the flask
Answer
again.
that.
Oh yeah, coffee.
Coffee. I've just got the jitters from the coffee, that's all.
Okay, this is going to be interesting. So he takes a swig of the wild brew. And he's sort of like, delightful aftertaste. It's kind of tingly, quite cold on the back of my mouth. And you see he's like distracted by a second, as you are suddenly all distracted for a second, as for the next hour it starts snowing around him wherever he goes. Even though you are indoors, the snow just appears out of thin air.
Oh look, you're gifted.
Yeah, you weren't cursed this time, buddy. The worst you'll probably get is frostbite.
Well,
Let's be
Oh, well.
thankful it wasn't a siren.
Is that something that typically happens?
we will talk about that later.
Very well. So, TLDR, my bad. You were not responsible, but someone is, and they are still on this ship, and they have committed a second crime. So,
I ask something quickly, Mr. Blanc.
yes.
How was Chester, in the words of my friend, yeeted off this planet? Or mortal coil, what you would call it.
Well, he was found in his bed, not his bed, in the bed, face down, with a dagger plunged into his back.
Oh dear.
Were there any signifying marks on the dagger?
Where is the dagger?
In his back.
Have you taken it out yet? Why don't you check the dagger?
It is a crime scene. It has been left untouched.
That's a piece of evidence.
You're the only official here.
Yeah.
You just
You're sharing. You're sharing
just
this
like-
information with us.
he just lowers his voice. It's my first time. Come on, goddammit. You just gotta roll with me on this, okay? Look, whatever
Maybe you should
winnings I
listen
get,
to us.
whatever winnings I get, you guys will get cut. I promise, I guarantee it.
Okay.
Was
You'll
there-
need to get double for a babysitting job.
So, was there any sign of like breaking or entering into the room
Or struggling.
or struggling?
The
Or
room
that he has
was
moved from a different room.
a state, but we could not ascertain whether or not the individual was just clumsy or if there was a struggle. It was difficult to figure out that specific.
So, if there was a struggle, has Chester got on any bruises to signify that?
No bruising whatsoever.
Is there a possibility
Maybe
that
we
he
see
might
the
be
body.
elsewhere?
Sorry, one at a time, please. My ears are very sensitive.
Mommy, you go first.
May we see the body?
Well, you have not committed a crime, and if you are offering your services to help, then I see no reason to not let you. And he turns round to the captain. Captain Crowley, do you have any objections to this? And immediately a glass just gets thrown just past his shoulder. And she's like, go find who's fucking murdering my crew and get him now, longer.
Blancmange.
Blancmange, oh god. Phantom just said, is he deputizing them? Why, yes, I'm officially deputizing each of you for this particular venture.
Did you get a badge?
So the deputy is deputizing us.
Yes. You are,
deputizing.
you are,
Deputized.
yes,
We're
this
double
is,
deputizing.
this is deputy inception,
What is
if you will.
The leader.
Right, that's an horror movie franchise, Pat. You can't go down there.
No.
Oh my god.
So, moving on, we cut to a few moments later as you are all led to the murder site, room 16.
Murder.
Murder. Where there has indeed been a murder most foul. You walk in, and the room is a state. Reese, as the last person to have come in this room, it looks pretty much the same as you remembered, now that you look, the figure that you remember that was sleeping in the bed they didn't have the same proportions as Chester. You think back and you remember that you didn't recognize the person, and you were trying to debate if they were cute or not at the time, because this was potentially a date for Connell. But this was a much smaller figure than the large and portly Chester that now lies motionless and still in the bed. Reese, make a quick perception check for me.
Another?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm not rolling good today.
You do have inspiration.
Oh, I do have inspiration. No, I don't want to use it that. 12.
Okay, a 12 is fine. Because the first thing that you do notice, other than, Chester, something is in this room that's different. You pick up on it straight away. Across from the bed, against one of the walls, is a tall mirror on a stand that you do not remember seeing before.
Can I detect magic, please?
Well, I was about to say, is mine still up?
I'd say it probably is by this point, because it's an hour, isn't it? Detect magic.
Well, it's 10 minutes.
Oh, 10 minutes. Oh, well, 10 minutes is fine, yeah. It would be sort of just fading off at this point. But there is a faint trace of magic within the mirror. It looks like it was magical at some point, and there's just faint traces of it left. A bit like what you saw in Fellerman earlier, when you saw the lingering effects of the Crown of Madness spell, or whatever it's called. Crown of... Fucking my NPCs over.
Chaos. I'm going to take out my flute and walk up to the mirror while they're all talking and doing their thing. I'm going to tap on the glass on the surface of the mirror.
Tap, tap, tap.
No. Look on the backside.
It's made of really nice wood.
I don't give a shit about the wood.
You can give me an investigation check if you wish.
Using inspiration on that one because that was terrible. Oh, that's even worse!
Oh. Oh no!
Oh no, it's not gonna be good. What am I doing? Investigation? Yeah, that's a 4 total.
It's a 4. You get distracted as you're investigating the mirror, as you see, like, there's a really long hair coming out of your brow. You know when you just get one really awkward long, it's far longer than the rest, and you sort of try and pull it and it's really stuck in there, and it's very distracting.
Oh god, I'm aging like my father. Anyway, I'm gonna break the mirror.
You're gonna break the mirror?
That's not good luck.
Gonna hit the mirror with my flute because it's bone, and if it's used as transportation, this is what Reese is thinking. Someone used it as a portal. Shh, no more portal. They're trapped here with us.
Okay. I guess roll an attack for the mirror. So it's an improvised weapon, so D20 plus your strength modifier.
Oh god. Okay. Strength. Hold on.
I mean, it's a mirror. Everything? You're not going to have to roll high. But if you do...
That's a 7.
You could roll a 2 and you'd be fine, probably.
A 7?
It's a 7.
That is quite low.
You just
I have
chip
a
it a little
negative
bit.
one on strength.
Hairline crack.
Okay,
All you do is pick up Rhódania and throw her into it.
put it this way: a 7 is better than a nat 1. If it was a nat 1, your flute would have bounced off the mirror and hit you in the face. So with a 7, you give it a good thwack, and it must be double pained because there's not even a dent. Like it's a good mirror. It's sturdy.
Begrudgingly, I'm gonna turn back to Blanc. The mirror's suspicious.
What is it about the mirror you find suspicious? It's not the person in the mirror, is it? Looking at yourself.
Oh god.
Someone likes his reflection a little too much, I think. No. It has a faint trace of magic, and it's not breaking. It's also extremely nice wood.
It is. Is that mahogany? I love mahogany. Oh,
I thought it was red oak. It's fine.
okay. Mr. McGinnisy, would you care to use your strength and your dexterity and your fortitude to assist Reese here with his problem of smashing this mirror?
Connell, the entire time, he's just been standing as the doorman at the door. He's just like, yeah, all right, I'll just give myself bad luck, but all right, let's go. He goes over and he headbutts the mirror.
Guidance.
Rowan, you've got Tavern Brawler, haven't you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you can use your Tavern Brawler attack for this, because that's improvised weapon stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'd like to cast I Am Scared.
Okay. Oh, wow. That's a 10.
A 10? Okay. The DC was 10, so... and you just walk up and you just go... Dish, and just put your hand through the mirror. Oh, no, you headbutted it. Yeah, so you just put your face through the mirror. It shatters into lots of small pieces on the floor.
Connell, I don't think that's very lucky.
Reese told me to do it.
I mean,
I did not tell you to do it.
It could be unlucky for one of you, as McClover has just resubscribed. Thank you. Who would you like your spin of the Wheel of Chaos to go to?
Oh god, as the mirror breaks.
Because this would be the perfect time, as a mirror has just been broken. And is it 7 years bad luck if you break a miror? Is that the thing?
Should we just say 7 sessions bad luck? Let's just say that.
7 sessions.
My, shut up.
Oh, McClover says, any volunteers? Who wants to take this bullet?
I broke the mirror, so it should be me.
Okay, that's very fortuitous of you. Let's see what the Wheel of Chaos has in store. As it spins.
Make sure you remember me as I roll the characters next week.
Well, you'll be happy to know, Connell, that you feel bolstered by your headbutt through the mirror as you got all con. You now have a 20 con stat for the remainder of this session.
I always knew there was no better training partner than myself.
I will go ahead and amend your character sheet.
Thank you.
So yeah, you break the mirror, and it shatters. You can go ahead and refresh your character sheet now. It should be updated.
Thank you.
Is there a back panel, like a backwood panel to the mirror?
There is not. No.
Or what?
I investigate. Are there any quite large shards of the mirror? Can I have it?
Another
Hey.
another one from Pixie. Thank you. Who would you like yours to go to? Go ahead and make an investigation check.
That is a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. There's a couple of bigger shards. Most of them are small. But yeah, there's a couple.
Okay, well, pick one up and just kind of
Can you get me one too?
have a look. All right.
Okay.
Mr.
Just kinda look at him.
Belong.
Gah.
Oh, Pixie says roll off amongst the players. Okay. So everyone roll a d20. The person who gets the
boy.
highest gets the Wheel of Chaos. Roll these.
I got a 6.
A 6, a 10, a 4.
I think I just rolled a fucking 19.
Okay. Alright, so a second spin for Connell.
Yeah.
Let's see what you get. Da-da-da-da-da. Wow, you do feel healthier. You do realize you shrink a size.
Are you Veronia's size now?
You are small. You are Feronia size.
Aw.
Or maybe a little bit taller than Feronia.
Hey, it's Colonel Schmallboy.
Ah, you're so cute.
There is something rather
Travel
adorable
size.
about this, I must say.
I think as the mirror that we broke, the residual energy off of it.
Well, clearly, yes. Maybe we should not be breaking mirrors. It seems to have effects.
Oh, you think?
I mean, thank you for breaking the mirror and taking the 7 years of bad luck, but I feel like it had to happen because it was residual. There was residual magic, and I feel like someone used it as a portal. But now that we took away their ability to use this, they're stuck with us.
Interesting. So,
Which-
what was it about the mirror that intrigued you in the first place? I'm curious.
It's out of place. It wasn't here when I was here.
It wasn't here, you say?
And neither was Cheesy Feet.
He was
It
not.
was a half. No.
A half orc?
No. Well, I was looking at him to see if he was cute enough for our. Well, we were trying to set up Connell. And then it so happened that. Well, you don't need to know the details, it's fine. But anyway, I thought that this was like an admirer. And we got excited, and I'm like, ooh, it's a date. And I jumped the gun. Anyway, to be honest, I was looking at him to see if he was cute. I think he was a half orc. But it definitely was not Cheesy Feet. Cheesy Feet is a little bit bigger than the figure I saw.
Reese, did you happen to smell anything weird in here? Like, did it smell like Cheesy Feet in here?
No.
Or is there any other
No.
distinct smell?
I would have known if Cheesy Feet was here.
Well, what did the place smell like?
I don't know, DM, what did the place smell like?
You can make a history check to try and remember.
Bet. I don't know if I have history. Oh, God. 17.
17. You think back, and you didn't notice any particular odors at the time.
Nah, it was just. It smelled fine.
Oh, okay.
Cheesy Feet's still on the bed, yeah?
Yes.
Connell is gonna pull the bed away. Is the bed up against a wall?
No, the bed is just where it was before, just as normal on the floor. He's in the bed.
So the bed's in the middle of the floor?
Yeah.
The middle of the room, sorry?
Yeah.
And is there any other furniture besides the mirror? So with the bed's in the middle of the room, which is really sus to me. And there's the mirror.
So there's the bed, there's the mirror off to the side. There's like a small table and chair and a wardrobe and things, but everything is a mess. Like the chair and table have been turned over, the wardrobe's open and things have been pulled out of it. It looks like it's been ransacked, essentially.
Can Connell check underneath the bed?
Sure.
Under there.
You get down and you look under the bed, and there's nothing under the bed.
Except a fucking beholder, which we have to fight right now. Yeah.
Not quite.
Beholder, what?
Beholding these nuts.
Behold him.
Oh my god. No, that was earlier.
Yeah, Connell's just gonna go around the rest of the room, like going through like any of the clothes that was like ransacked, and just ideally looking for something.
Okay.
Real quick, all of this is to say, Mr. Belong, when you compiled your list of suspects and presumably conferred with the captain, were there any other names on that list apart from ours?
There were not, actually. No. Well, the captain
other
speaks.
suspects.
The captain speaks up at this point. And is like, "Let me just clarify. I said it wasn't you guys from the beginning."
Made the list.
I mean, I appreciate you. I wouldn't blame you if you thought it was us, especially with what I just did. It's fine. I'm gonna like tap her and accidentally cast guidance on her. Be like,
Ooh.
I appreciate you. You really didn't have any more people on the list?
No,
Any
we
other
did not.
suspects? Oh, goodness, you really are a rookie. Even I know. Oh, okay.
Perhaps.
And I
the
whisper
remainder-
that to him.
Perhaps it would be wise at this point if the remainder of the crew were to be gathered out on the deck so that everyone can be questioned.
Why, that is a fantastic idea. One I was about to suggest myself, but of course I would
Oh,
let
are
you have this moment. Why, yes. World famous detective Benoit Blanc. This is my skill set, of course. Now, Captain, why don't you fetch one of your people to carry out this order, and we shall, I believe we have a second body to inspect, do we not? She says, yep, okay, and she turns around to one of the guards. So you're gonna tell me where this body was found? And the guards sort of look at each other. Yes, ma'am, but as long as you promise not to punch us in the face when we do tell you. She's like, tell me. Ma'am, it is in your personal quarters. She punches him in the face. What the fuck do you mean someone's been murdered in my quarters? Right. I've had enough of this shit. Come on. Benoit, you do whatever the fuck you want. Wyld Ones, with me. And she marches off towards her quarters.
Aye, aye.
Captain. I'm gonna, as we pass one of the guards, the guard that was punched, I'm gonna like cure wounds on his face, just like paw to the face, cure wounds, and yeah, so he gets, I don't know,
Face palm.
He's very appreciative.
he gets 8 hit points back.
Amazing.
Like, here, your nose isn't broken anymore. Here you go.
He's kind of like, Danny, I think my nose looks better than it did before. I kind of like him.
Reese's rhinoplasties.
This life didn't choose me, or I didn't choose this life. It chose me. It's fine.
So, you make your way towards the captain's quarters, which I think would be the first time any of you have been in there, actually.
Like to cast Pass Without a Trace on the party, just in case.
Okay.
Just in case whatever's killing people is nearby. Because I'm scared.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's up for an hour. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So you cast Pass Without a Trace. So everyone make a note, if you have to do any stealth checks, you will have a +10. You all enter the quarters and you see that they are very lavish. Like there's red velvet on the walls and things. It's very, very nice. Like you can tell that she's put a lot of time and effort into this, and she looks a bit like agitated. Like you get the impression she's not happy that people are going in her quarters. Like this is her space. Like she doesn't even seem comfortable having you guys in her space, because this is her little private bit. There are some interesting furniture choices. There's a particular looking swing that is, I wouldn't say is for children, but
Yeah.
Dirty.
Jesus Christ.
is Madeline. The first thing you notice upon walking in, other than the lavishness, is that again the room is a state.
Don't mean to be rude, Madeline, Captain, but is your room usually a shithole like this?
If you could see steam coming out of her ears right now, you would. No, it fucking isn't.
Okay, no, because I'm a bit of a slob, and I would say, like, be no judgment if you were as well.
She pulls out her rapier at this point, and her rapier starts... It just erupts in green flame.
Oh, someone's a bit touchy. All right, sorry.
And she calls out, "If you're still fucking in here, whoever you are, oh, you crossed the wrong fucking woman." And she starts storming through her quarters.
I'm gonna just like follow her to her bed, I assume, where the body is.
Are you?
Or is it
in the swing?
Is the body in the swing?
No. No, the body is not in the swing.
Shame.
But she darts straight for the bedroom portion, and sure enough, in the large queen-size bed, because she is a queen, face down, dagger in between the shoulder blades, a young half-orc. Looks familiar to you, Reese.
Ah, he was kind of cute. What a shame. I'm going to go see if I can I'm going to do a medicine check. And kind of see if the dagger was what killed him or was just put there for show.
Okay. Go ahead and make a medicine check as we now, I suppose, engage in the first episode of CSI Rhódania. Yeah! Cue the
Connell
music.
takes off his glasses and there's more
Yeah.
glasses underneath.
Okay. Wait, what did I say? Medicine check? Cool.
Medicine
Yeah.
check.
17.
17, okay. You've dealt with wounds in the past, very recently, as you helped a lot of people with wounds in the ship crash and everything since. You can determine that the cause of death was very much this stabbing. Though on a 17, you do pick up that it wasn't an ordinary stabbing, though the weapon itself is very plain, non-magical, just an ordinary dagger. Just from looking at the wound, it was definitely wielded by someone who is innately magical.
Don't like that. Is the orc like actually dead? Like dead? Like he's gone? Like no bringing him back dead?
It's cold to the touch.
Wish I could do more to help. Sorry.
How
Well-
long has? Oh no, it would have been a while. They've been dead. Never mind.
He's cold to the touch. He's been dead for a while. But
Yeah.
this magic, this dagger isn't magical, but I feel like the person that wielded it was.
I
Are
would like.
there
So I was gonna say, I'm assuming that detect magic is like done. It's like finished now for Reese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to cast detect magic, please,
Okay.
as a top up.
As a top up.
Wait. If you
What?
pass without a trace will drop if you cast that.
Oh no, I don't want to do that. I will not do that then.
Okay.
I'm getting too
There
excited.
is a loud knock on the door, quite an aggressive one, and then the door immediately opens. Is that you readying guiding bolt?
Yep.
I love how I recognise that now. Fellerman runs in with another crew member towards the captain, who still has her green flame blade out, and he doesn't even seem like phased by that. He runs, Captain, you're gonna want to hear this.
another murder?
And she's like, for fuck's sake. Right, what? Spit it out. And this other gentleman says, I saw him a couple of hours ago. Bramley, he was running about the deck, and he had this like weird spectral crown around him. And Fellerman says, exactly. Which is the kind of thing that he's done to me. And points at Reese. More than once.
I'll give over.
I've only done it to you once, and only for chaos reasons, just for fun. You're not worth it, to be honest. To actually do it any harm. So,
At this point,
Also,
Madeline sort of...
I thought everyone was meant to be on the deck right now.
Madeline turns around. looks at Reese. I'm running out of ways to defend you. You need to come up with something quick.
Then don't defend me. I can defend myself.
It's kind of funny how the killer is going for strong people among the crew. For instance, like they've killed this half orc here. They've killed Cheesy Feet, who was quite the barbarian from what I've seen. So what if there's like a pattern to kill out all the physically strong people?
I just look at Connell and grab his arm and like, pretend to be weak, pretend to be weak.
He's half-sized.
Well, I mean, I've been reduced to a smaller size. We could use myself as a decoy. We could lure out this mystery killer, because we sure as hell ain't getting any clues to stand here.
Connell. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh. Okay. And let's see. That is an 8.
An 8. Fascinating.
Damn it.
So
Yeah,
as you're saying this, your speech suddenly slows down and you come to a stop, and the rest of you see a calm expression come across Connell's face. And then a very, very distinctly familiar crown appear around Connell's head.
I'm immediately going to look at Fellerman. Now, why would I do that to my own friend, bitch?
Connell, you hear a voice in your mind, a very warm and inviting voice. Whilst at the same time, the rest of you also hear a voice, but not warm and inviting. The rest of you hear a echoing, maniacal, high-pitched laughter, almost like a child. Just Connell, in your mind, you hear that as a very warm and gentle voice. Connell, dear boy. The killer is impersonating your friends. Your friends are trapped in the decks below. They won't be safe while these imposters are here.
Oh no.
Let me help you deal with them.
Well, I gotta get to my friends. They're stuck in the deck of the ship.
Oh no.
So, we're going to take a 5-minute break. So, do stick around to find out what happens next when we return for the Rhódania Chronicles. See you in 5. And welcome back. We are back from our brief intermission, and we are returning to the tension, the drama, as investigating the second of a string of murders aboard this vessel, and a revelation that something to do with a certain charming spell that Reese has used on this ship in the past has seemingly been employed again, but this time not by Reese, it seems. And the victim, the poor victim of this spell. Everyone's favourite wild one. The hero, Coral McGinnisy. Coral, you are charmed at this moment in time. As the three of you and everyone else in the room sees this spectral crown come around his skull and this calm expression over his face. And you hear the maniacal laughter echo around the room. So, anyone reacting? He's just standing there for now.
Connell's gonna draw his two weapons, hand in hand.
What a
Okay.
bitch.
Take a look at this.
Ready in action, pull out my whip.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
I'm not going to do anything with my hands. I'm going to look around because I know that spell. You have to have eye contact. Not eye contact, but you have to see the person. So where are they? So I'm going to investigate as fast as I can.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Oh, wait, I have inspiration from last time too, don't I?
Here.
Wait, do we have rolling inspiration? Like, does it roll over? Is that okay?
Yeah. I'll give
Yeah.
you.
Cool, because I only have one more. Cool, inspiration. Because that was a 3. Oh, that's not much better. Okay. Perception, you said. That's a 14.
We're 14. Quickly looking around in the tension of this moment, you're not 100% sure, but you look towards the roof over where the bed is and you see like a flash, like something is shining.
So I wasn't sure who to go after first, so I rolled a D4.
Okay.
Connell's going to turn his head to Reese, and
Thank God, because I was right next to you. Thank God.
he's going to point a sword and say, "Where are they, you imposter? Where are you holding my friends?" And he's going to like lunge at Reese with a swing.
Okay.
So, with my ready to action, I was going to attempt to basically lash the whip around his ankle and attempt to trip him.
Okay. So, I think at this point, let's roll initiative. I will give Frike advantage because you were readying an action.
Okay, well, that helps. It's an 11.
Okay. Let's have a look. Okay. That is a 13 for Reese.
13, yes.
Yes. Okay. Carol?
I got a 4.
A 4.
Me too.
All right, who's got the higher dex?
Oh, I wonder who.
Wait,
My dex
don't
is
you have the
13.
same?
Is this including? Well, I've got 14 decks.
Oh yeah, well, you're higher, so you go first.
Okay.
Really? You're more dexterous than Connell.
I'm a kitty. He's a big clunky rock dude.
Okay. What is that? Okay. I have to roll for Madeline as well, because Madeline is in the room. She has a blade out, so she's getting in on this.
Yeah, she is.
Okay. I need to bring up a character sheet, which I forgot to do. So, at the top of the round, first to react is Madeline. She rolled a 17.
Fucking bad.
So, let's have a look. Do, 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 do. Okay, so Madeline sees what's happening. She sees the crown and immediately sort of figures out this isn't Coral. So, well, she knows Connell is tough, so she's gonna lunge forward and she's gonna make an attack on Connell.
She may fucking try.
Now, you all sort of can see that she looks like she's pulling back when she hits, like she doesn't want to cause too much damage. She's just trying to jolt him. That's a natural 3, so she swings and Connell easily dodges out of the way.
No, he fucking blocks it.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Bitch.
Yeah, this imposter Madeline just struck at you with this flaming weapon.
You're not the captain. She would have hit me. And hit me again with her dazzling good looks. You're not the captain.
She blushes and growls with anger at the same time. Okay, does she have a bonus action? She's gonna bonus action disengage. And just sort of stand ready. She's not gonna move back, she's just gonna stand ready. Okay, that brings us to Reese.
Okay. Kind of seeing Connell's intention to come towards me. I'm gonna back away. I'm gonna back into, well, not back into the corner, but I'm gonna turn my attention to the corner as I pull out a crossbow, ready crossbow, and fire at that corner.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for an attack.
Where's my crossbow? Hold on. There it is. Cool. That's an 8. That doesn't hit.
An 8. You hear it into the woods somewhere, like on the wall.
Okay, I'm going to use bonus action. I'm going to harness divine power and regain one of my spell slots.
Okay.
At level 2. Because I was almost out of level 2.
All right, duly noted. Is that it for your turn?
Yes, that is it.
All right, Frike, you are up.
Okay, I'm going to try and Indiana Jones wrap the whip around his foot and pull with all my might. I mean, since he's smaller now, I'm going to just try and rely on strength to just trip him so that he's at least knocked prone.
Okay. So, go ahead and make an attack.
Just in case, I would also like to spend a key point.
Sure.
Okay, attack. Wow. I think I have inspiration. I think, yeah.
I think you do, yeah.
Can I roll that again? Okay.
If you want to spend your
Wasn't sure if I
inspiration,
could
feel
roll.
free.
Well, let me look at something real quick. Where did it go? I always lose track of the key feeds. So I spent a key point. Can I use key fueled attack to make an attack with an unarmed strike or a monk weapon as a bonus action? And try that again?
Yeah, of course you
I'll
can.
try for my whip again.
And you have been re-given inspiration by our
thank
very
you.
own Sneaky Road Thief, aka Aelin, aka Aegis from the Demetrum 5. I'll be seeing you this weekend.
18.
18. Okay. Connell, what is your armor class?
19, bitch.
Oh. So I say, like, you fling the whip towards, and without even looking, Connell, like, grabs the whip and just throws it out of the way.
All right, that's it. That's my turn.
Okay, and Connell, you have inspiration from Grim.
Thank you, Grim.
Of course he does.
Okay,
Grim's got my
does
back.
it for your turn?
Everybody's turning against me.
At this time, Reese, you see that flash again, but it moves. It quickly darts down behind a wardrobe. And then you see it come towards you. 18 to hit.
Oh yeah, that
yeah.
hits.
Oh no.
Okay. Is that is 11 points of slashing damage
Okay.
as you feel a rapier dig into your chest, and as it does, the rapier extends and the blade becomes a long sword. And as you look down, the blade quickly withdraws and goes in again, with a natural 19 for a 25 to hit.
That hits. Yeah, that hits.
For 10 points of slashing damage. And you hear that laughter again as you now look up at the figure holding this blade, wearing a long robe, almost like a carpet, with frilly bits on the lining, a hood, but where the face should be, you see a mirror. That brings us to Rhódania. What would you like to do?
How close am I to Reese and the figure?
I'd say about 20 feet.
Right, okay, well, I'm going to, with the piece of mirror, actually, first, if it's possible, am I able to take a swig of my wild brew before
Sure.
moving?
I'll give you that as a free action.
Cool, all right, brilliant.
Roll me a D100.
Alcoholism, free action.
Hell yeah. So that is a 46.
A 46. Okay. Why did the bloody table close? 1 second.
No worries.
Blade
we'll take
table, you
this.
say? Okay.
I will take this moment to thank everybody for tuning in. We love you very much. Remind me of the number, 47?
46.
46.
46.
46 on the druid table. Oh shit, okay. Oh no.
Please don't tell me this is a bad thing for me.
It's a good and bad thing.
Do I become big girl?
So you immediately take the swig, and you get this like acid reflux that hits instantly. You just stated that you were heading towards Reese and this figure,
yeah.
yes? Okay, so you
Yeah.
are facing in that direction.
Am I going to puke on them?
You get this
what I
acid
thought.
reflux and the urge to immediately puke. Like, you have to puke. So you do. As a 60-foot line of acid breath erupts from your mouth. Please make me a dexterity saving throw, Reese.
I'm so sorry. I don't mean to bulk on you.
If you succeed, it does not say it's half damage, so it's no damage.
Dex?
Dex.
That's a 19.
A 19 is a success. So you sort of see it coming, and you grab hold of the handle, the blade, and you just twist so that it just misses you as the acid coats this thing. And he fails his save, so he takes the full damage. So, Feronia, please roll me 3d8.
Oh, okay. Oh my god, where's my D8? I haven't used them in so long. That's a D10. I might use my big girl dice for this. Okay, let's get them all out. That's a D12.
Wait, you said dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
Here we go. So how many D8s?
3.
4. 3. Okay.
It would have been a 23. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I read this.
No, that's a fail.
So 2. It's 9. 17. 22 altogether.
Jesus! On 3d8?
Oh, I thought you said 4d8.
No, 3d8.
3.
That'll be 17 then.
70. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. So, this acid breath collides with this being, and the carpet-like robe that it's wearing just instantly dissolves away, revealing a figure that is some elements of its body, like its hands and its feet, appear to be flesh and bone. Everything else appears to be made of reflective glass.
Ooh. Well,
And its head is essentially like a handheld mirror that has like an ornate frame as well. That was your free action, so it is your turn.
I can still attack though, can't I?
Well, I did state that the wild brew was a free action, so that's on me.
Brilliant.
So, yeah.
Excellent. Right,
Brill.
okay. So in that case, I have a piece of the mirror that was broken in the other room.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, and also with primal savagery, I'm going to see if I can do like a double swipe with the mirror and also with my very, very poisonous fingernails.
Okay.
Then that's me pretty much done. But I want to try and like, with the mirror hand, attack the mirror bits, but with my primal, get the fleshy bits. You know what I mean?
So
Is that possible?
You have one attack. So
Okay, with the mirror then in that case. With the piece of mirror, I'm going to attack the mirrored pieces on the body.
So this would be an improvised weapon attack. So roll a d20 and add your strength modifier.
plus 24.
Jesus, 24.
I rolled a
Okay.
19. Wait, that's
a
not right.
19?
That hasn't been reset from last week. I've just realised.
I did
That was
reset it
a roll.
earlier. I did reset it earlier. Just refresh your
Let
character
me
sheet.
refresh it. Well, I rolled a 19. So, okay,
Okay.
a 21 then.
A 21. Okay,
That's
I mean
a bit
it's
safer.
it still hits. So
Even still plus 2 in strength. Damn.
Yeah.
give me. I suppose it's functionally it's like a dagger. So give me a D4.
Okay. D4. Where are you? There we go. Let's do heavy girl D4. A 1.
A 1. Okay. That takes 1 point of damage.
I did things.
I mean, you did. You just did fucking 3d8 on a free action.
Hey, you said I could.
Okay. That brings us to Connell.
Tell, what's my motivation at the moment?
What's my motivation? What's my story arc?
Yes.
Well, let me just check a thing real quick.
Does it need a concentration check?
It does.
Background madness.
It's one of the things that I was about to check.
Thank you, Pixie.
Makes the first one, makes the second one. Jesus, that's the best I've ever rolled on concentration checks. Okay, so he maintains concentration. Okay, interesting. So at this point, you come to your senses, Connell. As again, this
Okay.
is on me. What I didn't realise. You must use an action on your turn to maintain control over the spell. And he's just taken his turn.
2 attack raise. Alright.
So you immediately come to your senses. You remember everything that's happened.
Huh. Oh, stop for the fight! And he swings his hammer at it.
Okay.
Shiny. Literally.
Little baby Connell going after it. I'm like imagining Groot.
21 to hit.
Huh? 21 to hit?
Yep.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Rad. So that's 1d4 plus 4. I'm sorry, 1d8 plus 4. So that's 6 bludgeoning damage as he brings down the hammer onto like the glassy part, and then he's gonna like swing his longsword like kind of by the flat edge of it, so that impacts the body instead.
Okay.
So rolling to hit, that's 18 to hit.
That hits.
Rad. So swinging that sword. God damn. That's 7 points of. Since I'm using the flat of the sword instead, that's more bludgeon damage. So.
Okay. 2 solid strikes. It's very. This is tougher glass than anything you've seen before. But you are hitting it with solid hits. And we are being raided by the Wyld Lobster! One of our up-and-coming players from the Wild Mountains campaign coming soon. We are very pleased to have you here. Mwah. We are in the middle of a murder mystery fight with some sort of creature made of mirrors.
A she mirror lady man thing.
Mirror lady man thing.
Okay.
Thank you for
It's
raiding.
non-binary.
Well-
Thank you.
Do a shout out.
Carlos just gonna look at the mirror monster and it's just like, you thought you could control me? Nah. See, I only had you think you controlled me. That's Carlos' turn.
The mirror face just turns towards you, but there's no like expression because it is just a hand mirror. essentially. And you just see your own reflection staring back at you.
Wait a second, I forgot I had extra attack.
You do?
Shit. So after all that bullshit I was talking, I'm going to roll for my last attack.
Nat 1.
That is not a nat 1, that is a 19.
A 19 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
So after like the Merhan like turns to face him, like the hammers like, comes crack right in the face.
Okay.
Progressively getting better. That's at 8 points of bludgeon damage.
8 points of bludgeoning damage. Do you know what? That is a very good question. Is Connell's hammer bigger than he is right now?
Let's say his gear shrinks when he does.
Okay.
The grower, not a shower.
I should have expected it. Dear
Yeah,
me.
that's
I'm
on
proud.
you.
I'm proud.
Okay. So, yeah, Connell is a Tinkerton. Yes.
Yes.
All right, that brings us back to the top of the round, which brings us to Madeline. And she sort of looks over at Connell. I'm glad you've snapped out of this. Kill this fucker.
I was always snapped.
And let's have a look here. What can Madeline do?
Chaos.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't pick her spells. God damn it. Okay.
Oh.
Like, do it now. Do it now.
What? She has wish?
No, she doesn't have wish. Okay.
But
what she does
has
have-
6th level spell harm?
She's got her flaming rapier in one hand. She lifts out her left hand and lashes it out. And as she does, you see this like translucent whip of energy leave from her hand and wrap around the mirror face as she uses Madeline's Mind Whip.
Ooh.
So this
Fancy.
is an intelligence save. Interesting. That is going to be a 17. That makes the save, but I believe it does half as much damage. So that's 5 points of damage. Nice. So, yeah, you see that it sort of lashes around, and you start to see just the faintest cracks forming in the glass. Which brings us to Reese. How are you doing there, buddy?
So, 7 hit points. We're doing great. So, as per your words, you said I grabbed the blade and turned with it.
Yes, it
Essentially
is
taking
still
it out
in
of-
your. It is still in your torso.
But it is mine now.
Well, it's
My shiny sword.
He's still holding it. What you did was you swung him into the direction of the breath.
Okay. Oh,
But
God.
he is still holding it, and it is still lodged into your abdomen.
Ender's Keepers.
Do I want to do a contested strength check? I want the sword. Give me the sword. So contested strength check.
Okay.
Can I? To take the sword from him?
Sure.
While it's still in me, can I use my body? Do I have advantage?
I think you've got inspiration.
No, I don't.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure somebody in the chat will give you inspiration if you ask
If
really
they want.
nicely.
I'm not. Oh, hey.
Straight
Hey,
away.
go.
Clover.
Okay,
So
contested
inspiration,
strength.
Roll to bring it around town.
Bring it around town.
Okay. He gets a 17.
I'm using that. Inspiration. Right
Using
the fuck
inspiration.
now.
Okay.
Hey, thank you, McClover. No, I do not.
Oh. Okay.
The first one was a 16 minus 1, so 15. The second one is a 4. And I'm like, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
You feel like it loosens for a second in his hand, but then his hands immediately clasp around it tighter.
That's what she said.
Okay, so that was probably my action.
Okay. Any bonus actions? Maybe something that might keep you alive?
I'm going to move. I'm going to slough myself off of his sword and move backwards. And I'm going to move in the opposite direction.
Make me a Constitution saving throw. As you do.
Yeah, I had a feeling. Fuck. Saving throw, Constitution. Oh, it's not bad. 11.
11, okay. DC for this was 10, so you only take half. So 5 reduced to 2 slashing damage as you pull yourself off the blade. Now, are you moving away, did you say?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Which will give him an attack of opportunity.
No, bitch, you don't.
Stop it.
Okay. That is a 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So 1 on the damage die, so that is 4 slashing damage.
I'm still up.
Fuck. Oh boy. So slashes him on your back as you move away.
Okay. God, Reese, my baby. Okay, that's it. That's all. I'm gonna move like, well, as to the other side of the room. That's what, 10 feet.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. That brings us to Frike.
Okay, I forgot that I'm higher level now and I get an extra attack. So, the first time I will pull out the Vicious Battle Axe.
The new one, yeah.
And I'm sure there is a positively Dimitrescu-esque pun I could make about breaking this creature. I can't think of it right now, but Frike will run toward this creature and go for a maybe leap through the air and try and bring the axe down.
Okay, go ahead and roll for attack.
Oh my god, okay, that's pretty bad. I'm gonna use one of my inspiration. The same thing again. Okay. I used an inspiration to reroll that one, and it's a 12. I'm assuming that miss.
So this is a creature that is half flesh and bone, half glass.
Okay.
Its AC is 12.
Oh, okay.
So beats it.
Can I still use the extra? After this one, I can still use the extra, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me roll damage. That is 6 slashing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. 13.
13.
Yeah, and max damage, so 9. 9 points of slashing.
Okay. So, okay. A vicious hit from a vicious battle axe. And so you launch it down and get it like into the shoulder, like there, like the collarbone, or where a glass being would have a collarbone, and you pull the axe back, and there is a big crack that's starting to open up in that joint there. Anything else?
All right. Let me see.
You still have your bonus action?
I do. I think I'm good. I think I'll leave it at that.
Okay, cool. That brings us to the creature's turn. So, his target was Reese, but he's now been goaded. So the mirror continues to focus directly on Connell. And everyone hears this laughter build up once again. And Connell, in your mind, you hear this soft-spoken voice again. This time, a bit grittier. Let's try something different. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, yeah, that definitely fails. That's a 3.
A 3.
God,
okay.
I'm rolling not well tonight.
So, you feel this cold sensation go, like, up through your legs, up through your back, and up your neck. Right into your brain. You are now frightened of this creature. And that's it. Which brings us to Rhódania.
I'm popping straight over to Reese, and I'm gonna cast Healing Word on a 3rd level.
I'm
Please.
gonna say no. No.
Why not?
Finish it. I got me.
All right. Okay. In that case, I am going to Sailor Moon it.
You undergo your star transformation. Which I will get this. I will get the Sailor Moon music in here at some point for it.
Yes.
Maybe that needs to be the next animatic. It's the transformation.
And I am going to cast. Yeah. Screw it. I'm. Oh no! Can I? Can I though?
You're gonna cast screw it. What level spell is that?
It's called "Fuck You, Motherfucker."
Your mom's a bitch.
I'm just gonna cast Guiding Bolt. No, actually, no. I'm gonna do my Archer. At it.
You do your Archer attack. Okay.
Yeah, Archer attack.
Go for it.
Okay. What do I need to roll again for that? I'm brain fart. So I need to roll to hit first, obviously.
You do indeed.
Yeah. Does a 15 hit?
It does.
Cool. And then D8. Where's my D8? So that's 6 radiant damage.
6 radiant damage. The arrow lands, and there's a flash of radiant energy as it does.
Okay.
Yes. So it's 1d8 plus 4 radiant damage. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Okay, that was your bonus action.
I think all I can do now is move, can't I? Because I transform.
Well, I'm just reading it now, and it says on activation and as a bonus action, you can make a ranged spell attack.
Oh.
But it's a bonus action to take the starry form.
Yeah.
So you've used your bonus action. You still have an action.
Oh. Brill. I'm gonna cast. Can I cast Guiding Bolt at it then? But I've already used it technically as a spell because archer.
It's not a spell; it's a feature. So yes, you could. Technically, it's not a spell.
Sweet. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't hit.
Why would you get?
10.
Roll a 10. Oh.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the guiding bolt goes out of a window, breaking more glass, which is kind of the point, but just not the glass. Okay. That brings us to Connell.
So I can imagine like Connell is like looking in the some of like a reflection, and he's like seeing some like weird trippy ass bullshit that's like making him like self-reflective. So he's like seeing the fear in himself. So he's just like, and he's like clenching his like 2 weapons like really hard, and he's still going to go for a couple swings. But as he says it, he's going to shout out, "Roll 49, face your fears!" And he swings for his first attack.
Okay.
Let's see. Warhammer. Okay. So it's a dirty 20 for the first. Hold on. Don't listen to what I say. I'm rolling the second dice now. Okay, so it's a dirty 20 in the first hit.
Yeah, that hits. He maintains concentration.
That is 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
So that's a 17 on the first. And 24. Okay, so 17 hit.
Yeah, that hits. Oh, maintains concentration again. Jesus.
Oh.
I need to roll these dice more
6
often.
points of slash. 6 points of slashing damage, and go on with the last attack for the Warhammer. So that's 17. Or this might be the one. Yeah, so that's an 11 to hit.
11 just misses, unfortunately. 2 good strikes, though.
Yep.
But the fear just burrows in, and the last one you swing wide. Is that everything for your turn?
Connell's gonna kind of like, I can't move away from him, but kind of like shimmy over, so I'm like between it and Reese.
Yeah, you can move around him so that you're still within his range, but not provoking an attack of opportunity if you wish. Yeah.
Yeah, and just stand between him and Reese.
Okay.
In the shield, doing my thing.
At the end of your turn, please make me another wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
That is a 4. No, sorry, that's a 3.
A 3. Okay.
Oh, hold on. I clicked charisma instead. I mean, it doesn't make a difference. It's a +1.
Okay.
Why are you picking up? I'm taking damage off this.
Oh, oh no, I'm thinking wisdom. Never mind.
At the end of your
Behind the dice
turn,
patch.
at the end of your turn, the spell that this creature placed on you takes hold, as it does at the end of your turns until you succeed a wisdom saving throw. You take 19 points of psychic damage
Very good.
as he has cast Phantasmal Killer on you.
Fuck's sake.
Now, technically, according to the stat block, I should have done this a higher level, but I have brought it down a level because I don't want to murder everybody. Well, I kind of do, but not like this.
Connell kind of buckles a little bit, but he kind of flings his head back up and he's just like protecting Reese. He's like, "Yeah, you're not getting through me that easy."
I am the shield. Okay.
I am the one who knocks.
That brings us back to Madeline at the top of the round. Okay. So she sees that things are pretty dire. I'm going to just make an insight check real quick. And she's not good at, but I'm going to try it. Ooh, natural 19. Okay.
Oh, she's not good at.
She's not. Natural 19 for a total of 18. So you can see that she's like, just over the course of the next 2-3 seconds, she's studying this creature intently. And then like a realization comes over her face as she lifts her left hand out again and casts Shatter on this creature.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Are we in danger?
I'm in danger.
Let me look up the specifics.
I'm pretty sure that's an AoE spell.
Yeah, but hang on. Wait, what's her? Hang on. No. Bear with me. Nope.
No.
She is part of her wizard multiclass. She's an evocation wizard, so she can create pockets of safety in her spells. Which is one of the reasons why I love evocation wizards. So, it is AoE, but it does not affect you guys.
Thank you.
Okay. So as this takes hold, you see that this creature like drops the weapon for a start. Lets go, puts its hand to its head, and you hear this scream like echoing from every corner of the room, this horrific scream, which I'm not going to do down the microphone because it is very late at night here in the UK.
It just is a turtle sound.
So, first of all, it needs to make a save. It is made of glass, so it's going to make it a disadvantage. That is an 11, which is a fail. We like to see it. Well, I don't, because this is me doing this to myself. Okay. This vicious spell takes hold, and you see cracks immediately form all up and down its body as it screams. Most of the cracks you see are on the face mirror. Mechanically speaking, it's blinded. Because it has susceptibility to shatter.
Does it maintain concentration?
We'll find out.
We will.
I rolled 2 3s. So the spell fades.
Ah.
You feel this cold sensation in the back of your neck just instantly wash away. Whatever the hold it had over you is gone. It brings us to Reese.
I will, hearing the sword clatter to the ground, and hearing this screeching and everything, Reese will God, he's dying, but how much of a freaking crow is he?
Your mom's a bitch.
Your mom's a bitch. He's going to go over to it, not knowing it's blind. He's going to kind of slowly limp over to it, use 10 feet of his movement, and point blank, he's going to cast a 3rd level guiding bolt.
Okay. Now, it's a ranged spell. Does this impose disadvantage because it's point blank? Because I've always thought that it doesn't, but I know other DMs do say that it does because it's a ranged attack. But to me, it doesn't show the ranges of disadvantage that a ranged weapon does. So I'm gonna rule that there's no disadvantage. Because it makes no sense to me. If you're gonna shoot someone in the face with a fucking guiding bolt, like, it's not gonna be disadvantage. Because it's
Point
there.
blank as well.
It's like you're shooting someone in the face
Yeah.
with like another weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit hard to miss. But yeah.
I mean, you could say
always
that it
say-
was an auto crit, but that would be too easy. So I'll say it's not disadvantage. So yeah, you can absolutely do that.
I always hated that fucking rule because, like, I had to explain to me where, like, if you had you're going up to someone's head like this in D&D, there's a chance you're gonna miss.
Yeah, you're rolling that one, and it's like,
Uh-oh!
it's the magic bullet. I thought your camera feed had frozen then.
I am just very still. No, it's a 9.
A 9. Surely you have some inspiration left.
I do not. It's
Surely
okay.
somebody in the chat has some inspiration to spend.
I mean, now that we're on that, like, what is chat inspiration? Oh, 2 inspirations. Cool bet. Is chat inspiration? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen at some point. Is chat inspiration a reroll? Did we decide it's a reroll, or is
It's a
it
reroll.
like bardic inspiration? Okay.
No, it's a reroll. It's just easy because there's different levels of bardic inspiration.
Well, that's a 19 plus 4, so that's a 23.
I mean, yeah, that definitely hits. This is at 3rd level, yeah?
Yep, so 66.
Fuck me sideways.
Come on, roll ones. Roll ones. 1, 1, 1.
No.
No.
22 points
20
of radiant damage.
22 points of radiant damage.
Straight into the cracks of its mirror.
Straight into the crack.
Reese, please tell us how this goes down as you reach forward and end this bitch.
Babe.
As it's like down, just like grabbing itself essentially and screaming after the shatter spell that the captain casts on it. I walk over. One hand on my wound, my other hand I grab its face. And I will pump every bit into it. And I'll even put my other hand and just let this radiant light tear it apart.
As you do that, as you're about to unleash the energy, you feel another hand grasp the back of your hand. As while the rest of you don't see this, but Reese, in your mind, you see the hand of the goddess of the moon reach forward as she places her hand on the back of yours. And you feel her with you in this final moment as you unleash your radiant energy, and the glass shatters into thousands of tiny shards.
Reese collapses because he's at 1 hit point. Mm-hmm. But being the crow he is, he kind of falls onto the sword and is like, "This has my blood on it. It's mine."
Are you gonna let me heal you now?
Yes, please.
3rd level healing word. With a little bit of, I feel like I dab a little bit of wild brew in there. There you go.
No, I think it's like you turn him over and you just make biscuits.
Wild brew biscuits. That's next.
Healing
Level
biscuits.
3 biscuits.
Yeah.
Oh god. There you go. So, 3. Wait, that's not a D4. 6. That's 8. 12 hit points. Yeah, 12.
12 hit points.
Oh god. Oh, thank God.
That feel nice.
You hear a voice coming up from a wardrobe. I say, is it safe to come out now?
No.
I'm healing here.
Okay, let me know what it is. He got 2 on his insight.
We'll come and get you later.
Much appreciated.
So, this thing was killing the crew? What even was this thing?
Tiny mirror person.
What is that? She just looks at the shards and kind of distaste. I've never seen anything like it.
You see Madeline extinguishes the flames on her blade, walks over to the bed, stands on the bed, looks up. I got this installed with good intentions. Well, not good. Naughty intentions, but...
Were you being perverted?
And she plunges her rapier up into the roof as a large mirror that was placed over the bed shatters and hits the floor all around her.
You dirty bitch.
Don't judge me.
I'm not judging. I'm actually impressed.
We can talk about it later.
Sorry, what did you even... What?
Sexy mirror. So she can, watch herself knitting.
No, but how is that connected to the thing we just fought?
Well, mirrors. It was. You kept saying that there was a portal in the mirror or something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that was a mirror. No mirror. No batshit scary awfulness.
But where did the monster come from?
I don't know. It's just up. It's dead.
So is it like a mer wraith? Is it a, I don't know, like boogeyman?
What do you call it?
I don't know. Mirror bastard? I don't know. Just, it's dead.
That feels right.
Fronia's exes?
Excuse me.
I mean, you haven't got the best track record.
Oh my god.
Madeline sort of gets down from the bed and she sheathes her blade and... Well, I'm going to presume that everything's fine now, so... I'm going to get some people to tend to him, gesturing at the body on the floor, on the bed of the still dead half-orc. Nope, we have lost our cleric. Reese has died. No, it's
Not for real.
Wyatt's had
Power
a power outage, so he will be back shortly.
Ah, shit.
Oh no.
Let me switch over to...
Give him
this-
my inspiration then in that case.
There we
Hopefully
go.
that'll make sure he comes back.
Just switch to this screen for now. Ignore the muffin. That's the little Sirenscape bot that I made, so that
Never
we can listen
ignore
to
the muffin.
Sirenscape.
I'll never ignore your muffin patch.
So, over the period of the next maybe hour or two, the ship is sort of cleaned up. The bodies are prepared, and some time passes, and you're sort of in your chambers, in your rooms, sort of recuperating, and there's a knock at the door.
At whose door?
We'll say you've retired to one of your rooms, like maybe Fronia and Reese's room. So
Yeah,
there's a knock at the door. It's Fetherman.
What does this bloody guy want? You here to accuse us of more murders, are you?
Reese is in the bathroom if you want to have an argument with him.
I just came to tell you. The service will be in 30 minutes' time.
Thank you.
As
Okay.
a decision has been made to have a service for the fallen. Just as we appear to have a returning Reese. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Maybe. We shall see. So, he walks away at this point. You hear him sort of walk down the corridor. And you are to yourselves in the room.
Like a cup of tea.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to heat it up with, so it might be cold.
That's fine.
Just kind of pull out my little flask I've got of my non-magical tea.
Thank you for clarifying.
Although I like to think that with some of the ingredients from the forest, it's
Magically delicious.
delicious, but also helps kind of straighten the edge a wee bit and kind of
So,
make
Is this-
everything less somber.
so is this Friona's decaf wild brew?
This is Fronia's mild brew.
Mild blue. Oh, wow. I love it.
That's amazing.
It'll sell out.
Aye, aye.
It's the Diet Coke.
I might even be exporting it out to Wildmount. There's a particular
Wow.
there's a particular fox that likes some tea as well. So, but no, yeah. So I think that we should pour one for our fallen cheesy man. And just everyone who we've lost on this journey, or nearly lost.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a bit of a weirdo, and he meant well, and he was very sweet, but I miss you, Chester.
Chester sure had a story to tell.
Sanja.
Just sad we'll never hear it, Slancha.
So in Wyatt's absence, Reese silently lifts some mild brew up. Still recovering from being stabbed in the abdomen.
A lot.
So any ideas what that thing was that just appeared? Like,
Bad news, definitely. I mean, it was definitely after something. I mean, it was trying to kill everyone that was strong on the ship. So
I mean that was only my speculation. Like,
well, they're either after someone or something. I know it's a bit vague, but
yeah,
they were
I
after
feel like
something.
despite the whole, I feel like we've just been left with more questions as opposed to answers.
Aye. Well,
So, that Blongo guy, he's not the sharpest crayon in the toolbox, is he?
oh god, no, he's a melted crayon. But, he's ambitious, to tell you that.
I can't believe he threw you in jail for it.
He never bloody do anything!
I know, that's the funny thing. He didn't do anything.
What? Oh, fuck you! Just a wanker with a power complex. At least I didn't get mesmerized.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just attack your friends often, do you?
I don't know, do you?
I certainly don't. But that's besides the point. We've got to from now on, I mean, unless we get mesmerized, we've all got to stick together, because I know we've gone through a lot of shit, but there's more shit to come. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's putting a lot of things in perspective for me. You know, life's short. You're short. I'm short.
Still telling you.
Yeah, I know, but like, life's short. I've nearly died. Reese nearly died again. You were compromised. We've got to make sure that all our bonds are really strong, and that we use our heads as well as our brawn.
So maybe glance quickly at Connell before looking away.
Yeah, for sure. For now, let's look to the future. Smile at the friends we made, even though some are lost. And move on. And she raises her glass again, her cup of tea. To the past, the present, and things to come. To the Wyld Ones.
Cheers.
Here, here.
Like,
To the Wyld Ones. That's my Reese impression.
Oh my god, Wyatt's back? Wyatt, how did you get to England?
Long story. It's best not to talk about it. Anyway.
Did we make our way up, guys? Say our final goodbyes?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
I might have an idea.
Hi.
I'll need to speak to Benoit, but I'll join you after that conversation is finished.
All right, pal. I just kind of give her a wee squeeze.
Okay. So everyone heads up towards the deck of the ship. Frike taking a slight detour. Heading to one of the... Actually, no. You would be heading to the jazz lounge. Where Benoit is sat, nursing a whiskey, looking very dishevelled. Just sort of raises a hand as you approach. Doesn't say anything.
Seems your first case yielded some interesting results.
I suppose it did, but I think you were the ones who did all the heavy work. I can't take credit for something like this.
How would you like an early start to your second?
Now, whatever do you mean by that?
I have a matter that needs looking into. I've expanded every resource available to me, but this is a hunt for information.
Color me intrigued.
I recently discovered that I don't just have one brother, like I thought I did my entire life. I have multiple siblings and a father capable of tremendous evil. With no idea where to begin to find him.
That is
I could use all the help I can get.
That is indeed a heavy burden that you must carry. I'm sorry to hear.
I admit I'm not... It's taken me time to become familiar with the land of Rhódania, as I do not hail from here originally, so I could use someone with an expertise, only to bring me information, nothing more.
Well, I suppose, in the grand scheme of things, my calendar's pretty open right now. I think obliging you on this is the very least I can do.
I appreciate that. What are you charging for your services?
Just that you don't tell anyone about me being a rookie, shall we say. World's not ready for that yet. I'm certainly not ready for that.
I imagine everyone has to start somewhere. Your secret is safe with me.
Well, thank you. I will do what I can to help.
You know how to contact me now when I'm not on aboard the Discourteous Rose. I suppose you could reach me through my friends, or perhaps I could write you a letter.
I will find an appropriate method of contact. You have my word on that.
Thank you. I'll be rejoining my friends at the service now, but
I will
hope that drink treats you well.
Thank you. I was staying here. I feel that I was not very respectful of the dead, so I have not earned a place up there for the time being.
Well, perhaps we'll continue this conversation another time. She'll just nod appreciatively and then get up to leave.
Okay. You leave and you make your way back up to the deck of the ship, where the ship has actually come to a halt in the air. The wind is still. The sky is clear, little bits of cloud here and there, but for the most part, clear sky. The constellations are ever present and expansive. Very beautiful, despite the somberness of the moment. You see that 2 funeral pyres have been amassed on the deck of the ship. 2 bodies wrapped, one considerably larger than the other one. And 2 torchbearers either side. The captain stood the same sort of attire that she normally wears, but dark coloured black. No, none of the vibrant colour that she would normally sport. And she steps up to speak. Now, we've seen some tough times recently. And we've gotten through hell. And we're still here. I wish I could say that for all of us. But Bramley and Chester wouldn't want us to be sad and mourn. They'd want us to carry on. Bramley was an up-and-coming cadet with dreams of joining the Iron Guard in Etherion and giving back to the country that had given him so much as a child. Chester always had a head full of dreams and ambitions. And while he always claimed that he wasn't very smart, but he was always in the right place at the right time, and I think that takes more than just luck or chance. That's just Chester. And I know that he was particularly fond of the Wyld Ones. He gestures over to the 4 of you. So I think he'd want you to, rather than mourn, just remember. Remember Chester every now and again. And I'm sure whatever plane of existence he's ended up on now, he's being Chester. Maybe we should all be a bit more like Chester every now and again. Less the smell, but, you know. And there's like some giggling in the crowd. Okay. So, we'll do this the way we always have, and we'll commit them to the air. And she nods at the 2 torchbearers, and they lower the torches into the pyres.
I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt, but not like a pew, but like kind of like a slow and somber.
Okay.
across the
Reese
night sky.
will do the same after seeing you do it. fire takes hold of the pyres. And then you see Madeline sort of clasp her hands together. She starts moving them in circles like that, and then she lifts her hands like that, and the flames suddenly erupt from the deck of the ship. And then, like one great big firework, Chester and Bramley are committed to the stars. And that's where we'll leave things for tonight. As everyone settles in for the night, despite all the chaos, you've made good progress on your journey and should be able to dock at the city of Berthy tomorrow afternoon. But that's a session for next week. In the meantime, allow me to just bring you one last post-credits scene as we look towards Saturday, the final session of the Demethrin 5. Our camera shifts away from the deck of the Discourteous Rose and skyrockets across the continent, over the sea, to the continent of Demethrin, where the sun has risen on the other side of the world. The tremors that have afflicted the ground have continued momentarily and increasing ever so slightly. And yet, it appears that life continues as normal in the city of Cathermand. There is children playing in the streets. Traders are shouting through the markets. There's a young halfling child, one which, if you watched the first session of the Demethrin 5, some of you will have been familiar with. Running through the streets, his friends following him, saying, I don't believe you, Lyle. You didn't win a drinking competition. You're not even old enough to drink. And Lyle turns around and is like, listen, right, you weren't there. You didn't see, okay? You didn't see. You weren't there, so you can't tell me it didn't happen. I'm telling you it did. And there's lots of laughter, and they continue chasing each other through the markets. And Lyle stops at one point, and his friends sort of run past and then come back. It's like, Lyle, what's the matter? As he looks petrified, as he looks down a side street where there is a figure silhouetted in shadow, stood twitching uncontrollably, slowly stepping into the light, revealing a face covered in this dark corruption. Bits of the neck, the cheek, and the arm, any exposed flesh on the body, riddled with dark, maggot-like creatures, burrowing either in or out. As Gakato's former companion from the gates begins to shake uncontrollably. Lyle's friends start to panic. They say, come on, Lyle, we gotta get out of here. Lyle steps forward. Excuse me, mister. You alright? Had a few too many, have you? As this creature, what was once a man, stops, lifts his arms up into the air. The camera pulls away from the side street to an aerial shot of the city as an explosion of dark, corrupt energy emanates. So tune in on Saturday to find out what the fuck is up with that. As we finish tonight's session of the Rhódania Chronicles, and some early inspiration for Grim. You are, 5 days early with that, but I'll allow it. It's fine. So yeah, Grim, go ahead and mark down inspiration for Kimura. Look, I said this mini campaign was gonna be dark. It's not happy fucking fun time. It's
kill children dark, surely.
I mean, he could be fine. You don't know. Just because I said explosion, we don't know what kind of explosion. You'll just dark. You'll have. I mean, it just could be. It just could be dark. You know, might be an explosion of rain clouds. Who knows? You'll just have to tune in on Saturday to find out.
An explosion of diarrhea.
Oh God!
I
think he'd prefer to die. So yes, do join us on Saturday. That will be 1 p.m. GMT, our usual time slot for Saturdays. We're expecting to go on a little bit longer than our usual 3 hours, as it is the finale. No, it might have sounded like duck. It was dark, but a duck explosion would also be amazing. But yes, so 1 p.m. GMT, that's, I can't remember time zones. Check the Discord and the social medias, we'll be advertising it, and see the finale of our level 13 now. Level 13 mini-campaign. The Demethrin 5.
Wow.
As our group. Well, seems like they're about to fight an entire continent, as the continent is not what it appears. The interesting thing is, whatever happens will have consequences on the world. So you guys might hear about it next week.
Oh, we might be fucked.
If something really bad happens, well, you might be picking up the pieces and dealing with it. So, yeah. I'm just excited because this is the first chance I've had to end a story that's not been like we've had to cancel because of schedule changes and stuff like that. So, like, I'm slightly emotionally compromised, shall we say, because I don't want it to end. It's been beautiful, but it has to. So I do hope that you consider sticking around with us long enough so that you can join us on Saturday for the closing of this mini campaign, and get to see just the sheer talent of the wonderful players that we have, like we have tonight. Speaking of players, let's go around the table and reintroduce our players. So please tell us who you are, where people can find you, plug anything you've got to plug, and give us your favourite moment, starting with Myra the Pirate.
Hello. I am Mai, aka Myra the Pirate. I play our ever chaotic kitty, Wyld Brew entrepreneur, Rhódania, the Circle of Stars, Feely's Druid. You can find me on all the social media platforms as Myra the Pirate, aside from Twitter as Myra Pirate. I'm currently taking a little bit of a social media break because my brain needs it. But you can find me on YouTube. That's where I've been posting quite a bit recently. Yeah. My favorite point was probably you know, the whole fight with like mirror person was good, but just fucking Reese being a badass. I mean, it went from me being like going over to heal him, he's like, no, you know, you go do whatever, but then he ends up pulling that shit. Yeah, kudos to Reese, like doing the whole
Bad
in your
bitch.
face bitch. Yeah.
I love it. See, clerics are deadly.
Clerics are the fucking bomb.
All right, thank you. Moving on. Connell.
Hello, I'm Patrick, aka Patton. Sometimes I draw art, but Monday nights I play Economy as a Earth Gymnastic or Knife Fighter. I'm Pattoons. You can find me at Pattoons on TikTok and Twitter, at Pat.Toons on Instagram. I'm still working on. I've been doing a bit of traveling this past weekend. It's why I've been kind of low energy this session. I've been a little bit jaded. So I'm still working on the automatic. I want to try and get art of the Metro 5 done before Saturday. And yeah, my favorite part of the session also has to be Reese's badass moment. And I just love how Pat just slipping in more and more Dragon Ball references, and I'm just like, I'm picking up on every single one.
I mean, what can I say? It's
Yeah.
I know my crowd.
I'm catching every single fucking hook, line, and sinker. But no. So that's me.
All right, thank you very much, Bridget.
Hello, I am Bridget. I play the she is the thing of nouns at this point, the dark thing of nouns, because there's no adjective at this point of an alt goth girlfriend that doesn't describe her.
Mummy.
Mother.
Sorry,
Yeah, that was my
Mother.
favorite part. No way.
Mummy,
I am a mummy.
is it time for feeding, Mummy? Oh God.
Next week, going
God.
crazy.
I swear, if I boost my strength score, that's the first thing I'm going to point out. Just like the. Things to promote. God, I'm bad at promoting. Maybe like writing some extra fics about our adventures here. Could be got something in the works there.
Oh boy.
So awkward promoting, but
Do it.
I am eagerly anticipating that.
okay. Yeah, that's my spiel.
Did you say favorite moment?
It's just very curious about this creature and like just as the note taker, just furiously scribbling notes about trying to remember everything I've learned. But I did like the little bits of insight into who the creatures are, the lore.
Amazing.
I eat up all the crumbs. Just no.
No. And we also had Wyatt, aka the Moonkeep, who unfortunately suffered a power cut and couldn't be with us for the rest of the session. But please go and support the Moonkeep. Wyatt is a wonderful content creator who primarily is part of Tavern Talk on TikTok, has an absolute shit ton of followers, and is just a wonderful creative tour of force. And yeah, please go and support them. Favorite moment? I'm sure it would have been getting the point blank guiding bolt, like everyone else has said, because yeah, it was pretty badass. And doing it with one hit point and 2 stab wounds in the abdomen, like that's badass. Like hell yeah. And I have been Patch, your ever humble dungeon master. I played everybody else. You can find me here all the time. You can find me on QuestJunkiesUK this Friday, portraying the sassy yet classy Order of Scribes Kalstar wizard Kaelin Sturgrove in the Chascentis Tyranny campaign, where this Friday we have Revolution to commit and a city to free, and I need to not die. So, no pressure. Playing a very weak wizard. But it's fine. I've got plans. And then this Saturday, again, please join us for the conclusion to the Demethrin 5, something we've been working for the last 6 sessions over the past few months. A dark, twisted story that's had some incredibly beautiful moments despite that. And I'm sure there'll be more to come this weekend. I am nervous as hell, but I think we'll stick the landing. I think it's going to be good. I can't wait. One last ride, hell yeah. I'm just going to switch to the other layout, even though the cameras are going to be, well, they're not too bad. Just Frykes sort of in between, just so that I can show these little graphics. First of all, the 1st of February, we have Brim Smallboy's Humblewood Adventure, an incredible Humblewood one-shot that we have coming up, featuring this wonderful cast on your screen right here, where Brim Smallboy is going to form his own Wyld Ones to protect Roshan's Rise from whatever evil lies in wait next. That promises to be somewhat of a lighter-hearted session than what we may have experienced in other sessions. Lots of chaos. It's going to be goofy. Not to be missed. Following that, I will be joining the ever wonderful QuestJunkiesUK, as always, as part of the Greyhawk Megastream fundraiser event, which I believe is hosted by Lord Gasumba, which is another fantastic content creator. Stick around on the social medias and stuff to find out all the stuff about that. I don't think everything's been announced just yet, but plenty to look forward to. And then, last but not least, in fact, for the last one, I just want to change the music up just a little bit, just because it would be a bit more fitting. As for this last preview, we have our brand new weekly campaign, The Wildmount Chronicles. Starting on Wednesday the 8th of March, a brand new weekly series featuring our biggest cast yet. We have 6 players, some of which you recognise, some are brand new, and we are venturing over to the world of Critical Role as we delve into Exandria, the continent of Wildmount, to tell a brand new story. Pretty much us saying like, hey, we really like what you did with the XU, can we try? So do stick around for that. Some of the character builds, oh my god, I am so excited. Like, it's going to be fun. If you're a fan of Critical Role, there will be references aplenty for you to enjoy. And I believe that is all we have to announce. And we have an empty Reese background.
Ambiance.
So it's here with us in spirit. But yes, that's all from us. I have waffled on way too much. I need to go to bed because I've got to be up for work in like, what, 5.5 hours? But yeah, we are going to go raiding. We're going to go share the love. So do stick around for that. Much love to you all. Hope to see you later this week as we tell more stories. And all the love to you. Until next time. See you later.
Bye.
Peace out, everybody. Love you.